Hey class, I was just having a conversation with my buddy Darth here, and he got all upset at me because he did not understand how to divide by multiples of 10. So today, I'm going to show you guys how to do it, and then when you guys come back, I want you to help me get old frowny face here off my back. He lit up that lightsaber, scared me, and I thought I needed to go ahead and get in touch with you guys. Let's make sure you've got your notes. You're ready to do the examples I have. Bring in your answers tomorrow, and we'll see if we can put a smile on his face and show him what patience really is. So first things first, what are the multiples of 10? Well, we learned this a long time ago. The multiples of 10 are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and on and on and on. Notice the pattern in these. Each multiple ends in 0. That's going to be very important with what we're about to do. Let's look at how we manipulate these multiples of 10. We know if we have 120 times 10, that equals 1,200. All we did was we took 1 and multiplied it by 12, and that gave us this right here. 1 times 12 is 12. And then we counted the zeros, 1 0, 2 zeros, and those went here. So if that's how it works for multiplying by 10, how about if we have 120 times 20? Well, you use the same thing. 2 times 12 is 24. And then how many zeros do you have? 0, 0. 2,400. How about 120 times 30? With that, 3 times 12, 36. And then your 2 zeros, 3,600. So using this information, we can use inverse operation to solve a division problem, such as 4,800 divided by 40. Now to do that, we look at 48 divided by 4 is 12. You have a 0 here and a 0 here that kind of cancel each other out. And there's 1 left. You put that one over here, so you now have 120. How do we check this? Well, using inverse operation again, we check our work by taking our quotient and multiplying it by our divisor. So 120 times 40. Alright, so 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. Now I'm in the tens place. So I know my answer needs to start in the tens place. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. You add those together, you get 4,800. That is the same as our dividend, which means that we are correct. We got it right. Excellent job. So how about those times when you have a number that doesn't end in 0, such as 492 divided by 70? Well, we go ahead and set up our problem like this, but soon you'll be able to do this all mentally. 492 divided by 70. So let's take a look. We know that 4 cannot be divided by 7, but 49 is divisible by 7. How many times? Well, I know that 7 times 7 equals 49. So 7 times 70 would be 490. So I'll go ahead and put my 7 in here, and then I subtract 490. So when I subtract that, I end up with 2. All you end up now is you have 7, remainder 2. Let's see you practice one on your own. I'm going to give you 280 divided by 40. Go ahead and pause the video now and work this one out in your notes. If you came up with the answer of 7, you are correct. Great job. If you struggled with this one, let's look at it again. 280 divided by 40. Take a look. 28 divided by 4 is 7. So you just have the zeros on here. So you have 7. 7 times 40 is 280. Knowing those multiplication facts will really help make this much, much easier. Let's try a word problem. A soccer team had $166. They wanted to purchase 20 shirts. About how much would they spend on a shirt, and would they have any left over? I'll give you a minute to pause the video, maybe rewind it, to set it up again. Okay, you should have set up your problem like this. The soccer team had $166 and they wanted to get 20 shirts. So we know that 16 can be divided by 2 8 times. So if we do 8 times 20, using our division skills, we know that 8 times 20 is 160. So we subtract that and we have 6. Now, I've divided, multiplied, subtracted. Now I'm comparing. Is this smaller than my divisor? If the answer is yes, and I have nothing left to bring down, then I'm finished. So it looks like they would have spent about $8 per shirt and had, $6 left over. Maybe that could have gotten a Coke for all of them. Who knows? Here are some practice problems for you to try. Go ahead and work these problems out in your notes, and we'll take a look at them tomorrow. Pay close attention to letter D. In this one, you need to explain. I would like to have complete sentences with that one. You need to be able to tell me how you would be able to do that problem mentally. Alright guys, thanks a lot for listening tonight. Now, remember, you can always back the video up at any time if there's anything you missed or you need some clarification on. Darth here is still not quite sure about it. He took my goggles from me. I'm going to see if I can get them back from him. Maybe I'll sneak in after he goes to bed later tonight. Bring your stuff in tomorrow. Let's talk about it, see what you guys found out, and see if we can get him a little happier.